You certainly took your time.
Eustace!
I suspected it was you.
How long did you intend to make me wait? I have wondered whether you would even bother to show up.
Do you know how much trouble you made us go through to get here?
There are eyes everywhere in this city. It would have drawn too much attention for you to come here directly. That was just my way of looking out for you. Perhaps you could try thanking me.
At least you're well. That's what matters. It really is great to see you again.
The same to you. I'm impressed you were able to overcome the many ordeals you've no doubt faced to make it this far. But should I be surprised, I wonder? I've always had high expectations of you.
I doubt I would have been able to come this far if not for everyone's help, though. Still,
This means that all of Class 7, and I couldn't be more overwhelmed with joy.
Thank you so much. You've been a tremendous part of making this happen.
I haven't the foggiest idea what Sharon is doing here, but I suppose it doesn't matter right now.
Eustace?
I've been kept abreast of your activities through the Noble Alliance's information network. So I'm well aware you've been fighting their forces across the land using that ash-colored knight of yours. As well as the fact that you've chosen not to ally yourselves with the Imperial Army, but instead fight as a third faction.
Oh, has word of Valimar been getting around?
That said, I didn't arrange for us to meet like this just to see one another again. I did so that I could make the difference between our respective positions crystal clear.
What do you mean? I see. You have no intention of coming with us.
No, this is a joke, right?
You surely saw this coming. I'm the son of one of the most influential figures in the Noble Alliance. And as I imagine you're already aware, I've been assisting him and his provincial army in fighting this war.
Well, we know.
Is this what you believe to be your duty as a noble?
Meanwhile, my brother is acting as the Alliance Force's chief of staff, and as for my father, he was responsible for hiring Jaegers to attack Ymir, which is not only your home, but the home of all the kind-hearted people who welcomed me with open arms earlier in the year. I can only apologize. If I'd returned home early... No. I don't even have the right to do that yet. Yet with that in mind, it should be clear that we can't go back to the way things were. The gulf between us is simply too vast to be... Our paths have parted. That...
Eustace, please. It doesn't have to be like this.
I will guarantee you safe passage out of the city. If you deem it necessary, I can even have you escorted out by car. However, once you're out...
Eustace. I can understand why you feel somewhat responsible for what happened in Ymir. I can understand why you, as an Alberea, feel as though certain things are inherently expected of you. Actually, I should probably tell you that Dad woke up the other day. All that's left is for him to get his stamina back now.
That's good news. I would have liked to pay him a visit myself, but...
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not telling you that to make you feel guilty. I'm telling you because I don't want that to be your reason for what you're doing.
Pardon?
What I want to know is what you want to do, and the path you want to take. If you want to help your family because you agree with the ideals of the Noble Alliance, I won't stop you. But if that's not what you want to do, if you're only helping because you feel like you have to for whatever reason, if you're doing it because you feel responsible for what happened to my dad, which, by the way, you aren't, or if you're doing it because as much as you want to come with us, you feel like you don't have the right, then you're nothing more than a coward who's running, and I don't believe that's how a real Erebonian noble should act. They should do what they believe is right, and do it with pride. If Dad was here now, he'd say the same.
It's kinda harsh. It might sound cold, but he's right.
We're only students, still learning more about the world around us. Alone, we don't have the experience or knowledge to go around proposing solutions to the conflicts in this, not to the war going on around us, nor to the class divides that started it. But that's alone. And that's why I think we all need to come together. We're all inexperienced, but we all come from different backgrounds and social standings, and we each have unique experiences to share. It's only by pulling those together that we can overcome. It's worked for us during every one of our field studies. Why?
He's right, Yusuf.
Indeed. Reen had to remind me of that too, you know. It's always nerve-wracking for those of us who have to watch you pull crazy stunts all the time, I hope you know. It's...
I see my suspicions were dead on. No matter the circumstances, you've always been the one to blow away my hesitation.
Then you'll come with us?
Still, no matter what you say, I am an Alborea, and as such I have duties and responsibilities. If you are determined not to back down, then we will have to settle this with a duel, just as you and Crow did 1 month ago.
A duel?
Follow me, Reen. Our destination is Aurochs Canyon. There we shall settle this matter one.
Well, well, I wasn't counting on this. I'd only intended to gather information on the Crimson Wings, and yet here I am, bearing witness to such a compelling scene. I've no duty to report anything I see to Duke Alborea, but I suppose there isn't any harm in watching how things unfold.
Do what you want. I don't care. I'll just go kill time in town or something.
Oh no! Not this time! You're coming with me, and that's that! I'm here to support you, not babysit you. You're the one with a number, not me. Try acting like it.
Fine, fine. What a pain. There's a familiar face among them, so this might not be a total waste of time.
Isn't this Angelica's bike?
I thought she entrusted it to you after she...
What in the world is it doing here?
I made use of my family's influence to have it brought here from the academy. Since then, it's been left in the hands of a skilled mechanic, so it's been well maintained. You will be riding that for our duel.
You mean our duel will be a race between me on this bike and you on that horse?
Partially. The finish line will be the plateau where we fought that monster during our field study. Once there, we shall begin a sword fight to determine the... Whoever arrives first will therefore have the advantage of more time to prepare.
Oh, we did stuff like that back in the Corps too. We called them chase battles.
That does sound quite similar to what I had in...
Okay, I understand. So if I win, you're coming with us. You're not backing out?
Correct. In the unlikely event that you defeat me, I will concede and go. But know this. I've absolutely... That bike of yours may have the advantage in terms of speed, but I know... Do not expect this to be an easy...
Oh, I won't. I'll be coming at you with all...
They're way too fired up about this.
We'll have to simply...
Right. We'll go and take up place. In that case, I will signal when... Rest assured, I wouldn't dream of giving either party an...
That works for me.
Very well. Let's begin.
Good luck, Reen. Go get him.
I won't let you down. I'm ready, Eustace.
As am I. Now demonstrate to me...
All right. Take your... 3, 2, 1. Begin! Hang in there, Reen!
here!
Use this path here! Everyone's really into this. Three, 2, 1, begin! Hang in there, Reen! Go, go!
Take a left here!
Use this path here! Everyone's really into this.
Yes!
Your perform.
The advantage is mine, you. Let's settle this once.
No matter. A handicap like this will come at me.
Let's do this!
Come at me with all you have.
Let's move. Gather on my blade.
I'm just getting started. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Let's move. Let's move. Sit. Here I go. Sit. Let's move. What? My turn. My turn. My turn. Let's move. Okay, it's safe for now. Looks like I win this one.
I should have expected no less. It's hard to believe how much your swordsmanship has improved in so.
Don't sell yourself short, Eustace. If I'd held back even a little, I'd be the one kneeling on the ground. Your skills really shone through, both in the...
I can't pretend to have held back either. The victory is well and truly.
Reen, you...
Are you both all right?
Oh, hey, guys.
You're already finished? Looks like we've got a winner.
The verdict should be plainly obvious.
Yeah, I managed to scrape through. It was pretty close, though.
Was it?
Does that mean you'll come back with us?
I fought with all my might. I performed to the very best of my abilities, holding nothing. And even then, I couldn't compare to your strength. With that, I have no more The path I should take is the same as...
We're happy to have you with us, of course. We'll find the answers we seek, and together, We'll bring...
You can count on me. Starting today, I am a member. I'll show my father and brother just how I believe.
I feel embarrassed just watching.
There's nothing to feel embarrassed about. This is just part of how we are as a class.
That's very true.
There are some things you learn only by directly... I know this much from experience. You and I both know a thing or two about that, don't we, Fee?
Sure do.
Congratulations. I suppose now is the best.
I wouldn't celebrate.
Who was that?
Up there.
Who are they?
One of them is wearing armor.
Oh dear.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid I've come to thoroughly put a damper on your reunion.
She knows us?
Just who are you?
Well, at least one among you should already be familiar with me. But it wouldn't hurt to introduce myself for the benefit of the others. I am a lady after all. My name is Duvalie. I'm the head knight of the Stallritter, an esteemed group led by Ouroboros' 7th Anguis in all her glory. And it is by her order that I have come here today.
You're with Ouroboros?
So the Steel Maiden sent you, did she?
Looks like our luck just...
Might I ask if the Stallritter is somehow related to the... The name is eerily similar. Even their only difference in name is related, with iron and steel being two metals.
Oh, you're the Arseid, aren't you? Are you curious? Well, I'm not going to tell. Does it bug you? Your curiosity is going to build and eat away at you until you can't eat. Sucks to be you.
Is she really with Ouroboros?
I'm not quite that curious. I wouldn't want to pressure you into discussing something you aren't comfortable sharing.
Hold on a minute. There's no point in pretending you don't care. I know.
She doesn't act like it, but there's no doubting she's...
Indeed. She may not be an enforcer, but not for lack of skill. Although the power of the man beside her is even more frightening.
Leaving that aside for the moment, I've already introduced myself. It's only proper for you to do... Ugh! Why are you still up there?
What do you need me for? You can handle them just fine yourself.
Oh, for goodness sake! You're supposed to be number one! Would it kill you to even put the tiniest bit of effort into your...
Number one? Then he's an enforcer just like Sharon and Phantom Thief.
Indeed. I happen to be number 9. An enforcer's number is not in any way indicative of their combat prowess. But by coincidence, his may actually be so. He's easily among the strongest in Ouroboros. Perhaps even the strongest.
Never tried fighting steel to see which one of us gets the top spot, though. That race before was kind of fun to watch. The name's McBurn. Some call me the Almighty Conflagration. And talk is cheap. I hate conversations that just drag on and on. So let's skip to the good part.
The power radiating from him is...
What are those flames?
My swift swordsmanship was taught to me by my illustrious lord, the Steel Maiden. And you haven't a chance in...
I've gone to the trouble of coming down here. Do me a favor and try lasting a minute before you call it.
Your arrogance will be your undoing.
Give them everything you've got!
Of course!
Don't die too easy on me now.
Now, draw your weapons.
Here I go.
Witness the severing chains. Ha! I'm afraid your fate is now sealed. Fall into death's embrace.
My turn. Gather on my blade. Strike!
Come on.
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Wolf!
How are you still standing?
Your end is sure.
How about some of this?
I wasn't strong enough.
My turn. Here!
You have my things. I wasn't strong enough.
Let's move. Too slow. Here I go.
This is impossible.
I won't give up. Turn to ash! I'm sorry, everyone.
Man, is that really what you call everything you got?
This can't...
How can they be so strong?
I've never fought anyone so strong in my life. Not by a long shot.
I didn't expect we would have a chance against him head-on.
We were able to knock that knight down, at least.
Ugh! I believe I lost to mere students, and of course one of them had to be an Arsate. This is so humiliating!
I'll give you a break. Leave-a-tron, I thought you beat Louve once. Hard to believe with that sorry side of the fight.
I did. Granted, he won the other 99 or so battles. And I was! I simply slipped, that's all.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. If you haven't noticed yourself, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you. If you haven't, it's probably not much anyway.
Huh? What do you...
Anyway, I'm out of here. You can take care of handing him over to the dude.
You can't possibly be serious! You won't help even a teensy bit? It's a little much to handle all by myself.
Nah, I'm tired of this already. Maybe if one of them could seriously give me a run for my Mira, I'd consider it.
One run for your Mira coming right up.
Huh?
It couldn't be.
She finally...
Huh?
Where did that come from?
Looks like I was right to hurry. I wasn't expecting to find you fighting monsters of this caliber.
You're...
Instructor Sarah?
Sorry for the wait, but don't you worry your pretty little heads none. Now that I'm here, I won't let them lay a finger. How could I call myself your homeroom teacher if I did?
You're the purple lightning, aren't you?
Huh. Hey, I've heard of you.
What's Sarah doing here?
We aren't dreaming, are we?
Was this your doing, Eustace?
I used a secret channel to contact her. She was to be our insurance if things took a turn for the worse.
Really?
I'm delighted to see that you're well.
Thanks, I guess. Still, looks like you've been fighting some of your old pals for the sake of my kids. And I can give credit where it's due.
Ugh. Do you seriously want to keep fighting? Surely you don't believe you'll win because you're an A-rank racer.
You ask me, this is more like it. Not like there are any towns nearby I can burn down, so maybe it's time I stop.
Stay away from him.
Those are just like...
Hold on a moment. I know I said I wanted help, but I'd rather you didn't set me on fire in the process.
What the devil are you doing up there?
The hell?
That sounds like...
Isn't that Duke Albareo?
Father? Arno?
Lord Eustace.
Eustace, what is the meaning of this? You dare to leave a letter like that and simply disappear? Have you gone mad?
Letter?
Hey, Duke, you mind staying out of this? I was getting all fired up there before you came and ruined everything.
Silence! This has nothing to do with you. I will not stand for behavior like this, Eustace. You will do as... Your selfish actions will smear mud on the good Albarea name. Is that what you...
My intentions are as I outlined in the contents of that letter. I intend to walk my own path with my class. I have no wish to dirty the Albarea name. On the contrary, I wish to find for myself how I should live as one who bears it.
Eustace.
What is this drivel? I always knew what a mistake it was to accept you into this family. Come forth, Knights of Kreutz!
Oh boy. Here comes...
These must be the soldats from Oryx.
I don't recognize that one either.
It must be a new model.
Yeah, there goes any interest I had left. Have a blast. See ya.
You always be so indifferent.
Reen!
Right.
Looks like it's your turn to shine.
Are you gonna call Valimar?
No matter the results, we can't turn back.
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Acknowledged.
An ash-colored knight? Huh. So that's the foul fiend that caused trouble for the soldiers from the Twin Dragons.
Oh, so that's the Ashen Knight.
The very same great knight that fought near Tristan.
And I can sense even more mana coming from it.
Its form, it...
Go forth, my knight! With them in our custody, show them the
Yes, Your Grace.
That one looks tough. Heavily armored, but I'm sure Valimar can...
Right! I'm counting on you,
Understood.
All right, you ready?
Gotcha!
Okay. Charging him up.
Let's go! Gotcha!
It's working! Keep it up!
Burn to ash!
Okay.
Gotcha! Time!
That's it! Just a little more! My turn. Charging him up.
My sword will cleave open the way! Like domination! Curse you!
Great! Just one more!
Gotcha!
It's working! Keep it up! My turn. Let me help. That's it! Just a little more! Well done! You did great that time!
This can't be happening. How could our new soldier... Damn you.
You think he's ready, Celine?
He should be.
Reen! Give us a hand, Emma! We're going to open the spirit path! Right!
A transportation spell?
Time to make our escape.
Wait! Useless! You can't leave like this!
Farewell for now, Father. Please give my it is my dearest wish that you won't repeat the mistake you made with Ymir a second. Arno, might I ask you to return the horse I borrowed to the mansion?
As you wish, look.
Wait! Wait! That is an order, you...
Welcome home, Reen. I see you were able to find the rest of your class.
Yeah, this is
It sure wasn't easy. I'm just glad we made it back in one. The last part was definitely the biggest.
Indeed.
Regardless, we wouldn't have been able to make it here if not for you all coming to thank you.
And naturally, that goes for you.
Yeah, whatever.
It's great to see you.
The winds must have been on your side.
It sounds like there was some trouble along the way, but you came back, and that's all that matters. I can't say I'm surprised to find you're in good health, though. Ill weeds grow apace, after all.
I could say the same about you. Given how useless you are at anything you can't learn from a book, part of me expected we would next meet with you behind bars. Again.
It hasn't even been 30 damn seconds and I already want to kill you.
Okay, my turn! Aw, why'd you move out of the way?
Because you were trying to hug me, obviously.
Oh, come on. You know you...
While I'd expected you to come back with your classmates, I didn't think you'd come back with... Not that anything had ever happened to you.
Thanks.
Certainly has gotten lively around here.
You're looking a lot better, Dad.
I'm still a ways from being back to my old self, but I'm finding it a lot. Toval and Captain Claire have kindly been which means I can focus on my...
We're not doing anything special.
We're just glad that you've been... That's not true at all. You've done and Reen, it couldn't have been easy coming this...
Oh, I wouldn't have been able to do any of it alone.
Well, I've had rooms prepared for you all at the Phoenix Wing, so go ahead and rest there.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that where we stayed during our last visit?
That's the one. I imagine you must all be exhausted.
The open-air bath's finally been repaired, too. If you get the chance, you should enjoy a nice, relaxing...
I'm coming in.
Fee! I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
No need for that. I came because I heard you were here from the manager anyway.
You did?
Feels really great being in here during winter. I bet I could take a nap here.
I suppose. Winter's my favorite time of the year to use the springs because of how relaxing. Wait, though. I'm not so sure it's the best idea for us to be bathing alone together, Fee. You're not bothered at all?
Why would I be? When I was in the Corps, we'd sometimes all get into a hot spring together. The guys and the girls.
Point taken. She did say that they were all like one big family. You said you came because you knew I was here, right? Any particular reason you wanted to hang out?
Because I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
You couldn't be any more oblivious if you tried, could you? I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And for coming all the way to Keldic to get me. Crow might not be with us, but it feels like the rest of us were only able to be here now thanks to you.
Thanks to me? I don't know if I agree. Besides, all of you guys are the reason I've been able to do anything at all.
Oh, I know. Still, I think our class is only how it is because you're at its center. It's only because we could believe you'd get back on your feet that we're all here now. That's how I feel, and I know that's how everyone else feels too. So, thanks. It wasn't supposed to be funny. Maybe a little overblown, but not half as cheesy as some of the things you've said.
I'm sorry. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh.
Oh. Well, make sure you don't forget it. We're all friends. And that's not gonna change anytime soon.
Don't worry. Now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure as long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
Yeah.
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Keep it up. You did all right, I guess.
I thought long and hard about it, and I think we as a class need to find a third way. A path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist and noble factions are taking.
A third way, you say? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side.
True. We might be military academy students.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly. We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful how we proceed.
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
No doubt. We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want.
They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously.
What are we gonna do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do, and different things that we have to do too.
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance's clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll...
There's no way you'll be alone for that. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest.
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad.
For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole. It's a huge relief to see you're alright, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for.
I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady.
And I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. I'm certain he must be well, but all the same...
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce.
I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Although, suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable.
That goes for Zeno and Leo, too. They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying to do. To figure out what's so important to her that she was willing to break a taboo to do it.
That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my full support. Just as the warriors of Nord did 250 years ago, I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland, and those who live within it.
Oh, same! We can do this! I can back him up, right, Claire?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the Railway Military Police, but I fully intend to support all of...
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime you need it.
Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker.
I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top.
Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as a...
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the spirit path at any one time. And with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point.
And we're limited on how frequently we can use it.
Oh, right. But we're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around. Who's to say we could even operate elsewhere?
An astute point. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before.
In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose.
Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now.
There's gotta be something that only we can do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. And I'm sure that we'll find it. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way.
Well, doesn't this look fun? Mind if I join in?
What in the world?
It couldn't be.
Vita? It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am. The goddess was on your side after all.
cut the crap, Vita. Have you been listening in all this time?
Where are you? I'm not far at all. Listen closely now. That sounds just like...
Is that...
It's coming from above!
Isn't that the Noble Alliance forces?
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally complete.
Vita!
Vita! Yes, I am here, in the flesh. Good day to you all, Class 7. As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma, I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer.
Can't be. The Azure Knight. Crow.
Long time no see, guys. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now. You ready to have some fun?
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See. You damn terrorist.
Come on!
Right! Heed my call! Valimar!
Acknowledged.
I'm not gonna lose this time, because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome.
So lend me your power, Val.
Very well. Use my power as...
You've really taken to piloting since your last encounter, haven't you? I was hoping you would, and you didn't let me down. But potential is only that. Potential. And you, Rean, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need over...
This is bad.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos. You doing all right?
I see the purple lightning has joined.
Zeno.
Zephyr!
And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too! Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Ha ha! Ah, it's such a pleasure to visit this wintry wonderland once again.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right. The time for my long-awaited revenge has finally come. Now
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful allies here?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate...
Rufus!
I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. It does my heart good to see you safe and sound. So, you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices life set at your feet, I presume. Even if those choices place you in my line of fire.
I can't believe he's shown up.
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to finally get...
Reen, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle.
Are you sure?
We're in for a real brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle on the ground to us.
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
Wait, Sharon! I know they're all strong, but still.
Well, what do you say you get started?
Here it comes!
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I expected. It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as an Awakener, Reen.
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from the experience. And now that I've done all that, I'm going to be the one...
No, you're not. I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap's worth of experience between them. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact that gap...
That's enough, Crow!
Do they really stand a chance?
Well, they're putting up a good fight, so... Yeah, it's not looking good. They're outnumbered, for one thing.
Then it's time we lent them our...
Agreed! Weapons at the right...
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are. I'll serve as your...
You will?
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I'd rather our intrusion cause as little inconvenience as possible for the people. I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, your sis.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing. We'll need to put all we have into this battle.
I would have it no other...
Show me what you're capable of.
My turn.
This is my secret weapon. Party order energy. Judgment arrow.
Your end is sure.
Do this. Let's go.
My turn. Pathetic.
Here I go. Arcus, activate.
Onward!
Yeah!
Very well.
Arcus, activate!
Show your strength. Begin.
Win! Divine lightning!
This isn't strong enough.
This is my secret weapon. Marching order energy. Transmit arrow!
Show your strength. Begin.
Win! Divine lightning!
No!
Well, I won't deny that wasn't entertaining, but you'd do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to bet.
How is he so...
You didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Are you guys okay? Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Green.
All right, bring it on! It's time to settle this, Crow!
Bring it on!
This'll be a tough one.
Now, gotcha! Now, gotcha!
Think you can handle this? Burn to ash.
Let's go! Gotcha! Eat this! Gotcha!
Hope you're ready. Darkness.
Clean! There! Gotcha!
This is bad.
Now! My sword, leave open the way!
It's working! Keep it up!
Think you can handle this?
Now! Gotcha! Eat this! Gotcha!
Hope you're ready.
This is bad.
Darkness.
Clean!
Hang in there!
Settled enough for you? Didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
He wasn't even trying last.
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. And that ring perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the...
see the battle here has come to a...
Hey, Vita.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would. Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills, my sweet Azure Chevalier.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time before the battle is but we've caused enough trouble for the people of Ymir already. It's about... Finestrum Phantasma. Window.
My apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of... You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire...
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself...
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I'd heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet. Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions. But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for themselves. Duke Alborea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world,
Where that leaves his mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us?
Don't be silly, child. Reen Schwarzer. I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you. Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point. I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard our flagship. I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land, and so I thought it would be nice to sit down and have a long, pleasant chat with you about the past, the present, as well as your...
Are you suggesting... You want Reen to...
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw peacefully from... Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone. A fine proposition, is it not?
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
Don't be an idiot! This is clearly a trap! They wouldn't come all the way out here and take you into the...
I appreciate trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. Balamar, transport Celine...
Are you certain?
Now hold it right...
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, but we did it, and I'm sure we can do it again, too. Balamar, if you would.
Very well.
Wait!
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once again. But remember this. You're an Alborea. There is power and dignity in that name. To whatever end you would use it, I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to are worthy of your loyalty. Not for my benefit, but for yours.
Wait!
Lord Rufus!
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you again. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its...
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Reen for a short while. There's nothing to worry. I'm a busy man these days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
We all finally got back together, too. Why?
Sorry, but I'll be back, so stay safe.